I've stumbled upon a clip of a recent Rosalia's interview in which she said,
Un
an
artista
artist
duda menos de
doubts
su
less their
vocación
vocation
cuando
when they
trabaja al
work at the
servicio de
service of
Dios
God
que
than
cuando
when they
trabaja al
work
servicio
at
de
the
sí
service
mismo.
of the self. When years ago, as a writer, I first met this idea, I remember thinking, does that mean that we can't work for the purpose of fulfilling our own desires? The narrative of working at the service of the divine is often mistaken for working under the service of the divine. The lie that our ego tries to tell us is that bans you from doing what you want, that bans you from getting where you wish to go, which is basically, in the end, the chronicle human illness of aiming for power, of wanting to hold control over every single little thing, which later on results in regret for what you couldn't control in the past, anxiety for what you expect to be able to control in the future, and numbness for wanting to control every step taken in the present. Thinking too much of where you want to place your feet instead of feeling the floor under your soul. The divine is only scary when we let the ego trick us, when we believe it when it uses the word under, which misleads us into feeling oppressed, cohibited, moved around by our predetermined destiny rather than being able to choose, which is our primordial principle of freedom. So, without that, of course, we feel like we're not free. But the thing is, Rosalia, she made the album she wished to make. She was not some slave of a greater power's desire. That's because she was working at the service of God, which truly results in not working for the divine, but to let the divine work through you. We can call that the artistic miracle. Artists in general, we have a very fragile relationship with ego because we tend to think we're very special because we tend to be more sensitive to what's happening around us. Yet we are not more special than the one next to us, we're just different as everyone is, and that makes us, in the end, the same as all. Many of us say, my painting, my book, my play, my creation is like a child I've given birth to. If we let our ego rule that relationship, we'll be strict, controlling parents, trying to box our children into the patterns that we've already decided for them, not letting them be. Surely more than once we've criticized our own parents for behaving exactly like that. Then let's behave as loving parents. Treat your creation gently, with open arms, listen to what it has to tell you, let it make mistakes, let it not be perfect, let it learn, lend it your hand, and let it go. Every children is perfect at the eyes of its loving parents. That's the way of being at the service of the divine. The divine will work through you. If you let it do, time will pass, and one day you'll come to this realization. Being at the service of the divine is the way to have the divine at your service.